Action News Now Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Still waiting to see that sunrise over Northern California. We may get a look at it towards the end of the show. Sunrise now 6:59 a.m. We keep seeing that getting pushed back and back. This morning, you're able to make out the lights of Oroville, not so much for the lake as we start out your 6 a.m. hour. Now, as far as what we're seeing for weather alerts today and for the next week, staying warm today, not as warm as yesterday, though, not as warm as we head into your weekend, so it does get a little bit more comfortable, but then we do see the heat returning for your first full week of the fall season, and some areas could be flirting with triple digits towards the middle of next week. As far as what we're seeing today, starting out in the mid to high 50s for the valley, 53 to 59 degrees, so a bit cooler than yesterday. We were still seeing 60s along I-5 yesterday morning. This morning, you may want the jacket as you make your way out the door. You won't want it this afternoon, though, so be prepared to shed that extra layer towards the afternoon. High 50s to low 60s in the foothills right now, and we're seeing 30s to low 40s in the mountains early on today. Frost likely to be an issue for some mountain areas, especially up towards areas like Chester and Boerne. Now, as far as what we're seeing for winds, mostly calm early today. Out of the east to around 8 miles an hour for Paradise right now. Winds this afternoon are going to shift, and we're very happy to see winds not out of the north for today. That means fire danger not as prevalent. South winds picking up. That's going to help to keep humidity from dropping so much for today. It's also going to leave us with a little bit of an impact in temperatures as the Delta breeze kicks in, keeps us a touch cooler than your Thursday. Satellite and radar showing clear skies over Northern California this morning. High pressure, the dominant feature in your forecast right now. High means dry, but we have a cooler, wet system riding over the top of that ridge. That's going to impact us by giving us a little bit of a cooling factor on the way, kicking up those south winds through your weekend, but by Monday that's moved off to the east. High pressure builds back in, and that heats us up through the middle of next week. Temperatures today starting out in the mid 50s to low 60s for the valley, ending up in the high 80s to mid 90s for your Friday afternoon. Mountain areas today, high 30s this morning, ending up in the low to mid 70s by noon with low to mid 80s for your afternoon. And your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast where your weekend is always in view. High 80s for Chico Friday through Sunday, then the low to mid 90s Monday through Wednesday of next week. Redding, low 90s today through Sunday, low to mid 90s Monday and Tuesday, and then high 90s by Wednesday, and the countdown continues. Just 1 day left until the start of the fall season. Megan and Julia,